So that's our group. Okay. Please stand up and take a bow. Okay, so we didn't extend to Wakwak anymore. We focus our efforts in this area, and we started with the first question, like what do we like about the current transportation system? And one of the things, these are the things that we discussed. One is that there's the ease and convenience of the MRT and LRT systems, and then there's the bus lanes. Our group likes the members of our group like the bus lanes. The fact that there were lanes provided for the buses, and then fencing pedestrian walks minimizes accidents, and then the provision recently, I understand SM provided for bus bays already, so it eased up yung traffic in the area where the buses usually naglalabas ng pasahero. Then number coding is also something that we appreciate because it lessens the number of vehicles in the streets. And then there's another thing that was mentioned. It's very affordable. Transportation here is very affordable. Ano to, 750 lang daw from point within a 2-kilometer radius. Yeah, 2-kilometer radius, 750 lang if dalawa kayo sa sa bus, ay sa Tri-C. So it's actually very affordable yung transportation system. Now for number 2, we identified yung these are blue is the existing, and these are the ones we identified, like here Ortigas. Ito yung the intersection between the buses and the jeeps that ply the Ortigas Avenue route going to various places there, and then you have Epifanio, the EDSA buses, and the MRT. So ito yung mga areas where this is MRT. Ay, sorry. So these are the points of connection, di ba? So here, this is EDSA and Julia Vargas, and Shaw. Tapos dito din. And then we identified what areas can be, the extension where facilities can be introduced, and the key facilities we looked into are walkways, and then yung provision for electric vehicles. Either we couldn't decide whether it should be an e-jeepney, which are smaller, or e-buses, but within plying the Ortigas route. And then walkways, medyo we drew where the walkway should be, here in pink, and then bike areas for bikes, for bike parking, and then bike lanes. Ganon. So those are the key facilities, and they're identified here. So bike lane, ganon. Hindi na siguro kailangang i-detalye. And then, so key is yun, bali the walkways, and then the bike lanes, and then the e-jeep. For number 3, identifying opportunities for making money, we are looking at the the areas where there's parking for the bus as an opportunity for generating businesses. And the walkways also most likely will have opportunity for outdoor advertising and mga coffee shops, vendo machines, mga ganon, while people are walking all over the place. And then, the charging stations for the e-jeepneys. So the charging stations will also be the area, can also be hubs for coffee shops, mga ganon. Okay. And then in terms of identifying opportunities for making mines, moving mines. The orange, yun yung orange, diba? Okay. So among the things kasi that we were discussing is like, how do you encourage people to use pedestrian facilities and to use non-traditional forms of to take the bike. So one of the things that was discussed was this turning Emerald Avenue every Sunday as a vehicle-free area, and possibly reviving Panchetto Festival. There used to be one here, so parang weekend market siya. I-close off siya from vehicular traffic. And then, we have a very suggestion. In this area, what we noticed when we were walking earlier today is that this is where yung pedestrian area near ADB, and it's crowded. And we were wondering, as part of moving minds, if ADB could donate a piece of that area for people to move around, like for more pedestrians to move around. So like half a meter, pero siguro it might actually be better if it's a little bit more, so you have some you can have some facilities there, for people to move around. So that's one key thing that was discussed. And then the other thing is making sure that the buses and the other public transportation facilities are scheduled. Because a problem is that they are not scheduled. You cannot rely on them. So parang ang iniisip is like a bus rapid transit system. You don't have to build additional trains, but the idea is if the buses are scheduled, then at least you can rely on them more. Say every 5 minutes you have a bus. Okay. So ano pa ba yung? So the bus rapid transport system. And then, did I miss anything for moving minds? And then, as part of number 5, as for policy studies, we were looking at doing a survey, for instance, on what's the best transportation mode within the Ortigas area. Yung question is whether it should be a bigger vehicle, for instance, or smaller vehicles like e-jeeps or buses. The way in Fort Boni kasi they have buses. Right now, I understand that the Pasig City government has 4 e-jeepneys, and it plans to expand that as well. We are also looking at the possibility of the e-jeepneys replacing FX vehicles. We'll see about that. And then a study on what will entice people to avail of what kind of facilities will support this kind of a system. Like what will entice people to take to bike or to walk. What kind of facilities? Like for instance, one of the things that we were discussing is, do you need showers in the building? Or do you need parking spaces within buildings for bikes? And so on and so forth. So the idea is if you have that survey, then you can at least like have a policy, I mean, set policies for within for local governments, the local governments. There are two, no, within the Pasig area, within the Ortigas area, so that those will be, like, for instance, buildings might be required to have those facilities. Kasi one of the things that were discussed was that might not be possible to have like a public shower system. But maybe if you're in your own building, you may want to, if there are facilities for showers there, then you may want to, that might be something you're willing to avail of. And the other thing is the feasibility study for a possible business model for financing this whole endeavor, because the real problem, I mean, with this, what we've observed in Ayala is that the reason why you have a bit more facilities in Ayala is because the Ayalas invested, and then lately Cubao, the businessmen there invested in facilities. But here you need to link up the major players in the area, and what we're actually thinking of is maybe like with ADB financing, say a loan to a conglomerate that consists of the Ortigases, Henry C., Gokong Ways, and San Miguel, and MVP, who is now in Meralco. so that's one suggestion. And then, what else? So there, facility policies. Okay, in terms of policies, okay, minix namin kasi yung policies. So, survey on the acceptability of the walkway. What are the problems? Yeah, ito. Greening Ortigas. Strictly implement anti-smoke belching policy. Improve, kasi one of the problems that why you don't take the why do you don't want to walk or why you don't want to bike is because of the pollution. Yan. If there's less smog here, yan. Tapos improve security within the area, and then implement no car, no garage policy, apprehend roadside, no garage, no car policy, and then widen the sidewalks to encourage use by pedestrians, and then yun na, yung study on the lights within around, it's dark.